She said the God sweet like ice cream tea. Boy, say we are not hiding face, and you run up and make killer that I like this place. Come on,
what we say again?
Icy sweet, go for any boy, now them a bad.
Yes, people.
In a white shirt, me get it. Yeah, me get more head down here just now. Everywhere to fill in the mirror. Yeah, me love it here, make it play drama. But me staying at the front with the ear letter. When me take the treat, me bring beer sheller. We not take the feet, go check tape measure. Me style of your confused like here, Jenna. You take peer pressure, now you're the fear.
Yes, music, Zando.
Me love it 9
XL. Visual don't play link.
Special. When it hear them out.
What?
You know what, see a bitch in a me brain, brother. But when me the fuck it on the brain layer.
Why?
Two of them give me beer header. Man a beer take a while, can't feel never. Run out the 4-5, watch your back.
Yes, people. You take requests on this show. Yes, fire. Look up on yourself. Live on True Radio, like Insta, Facebook. Pick up on yourself. You good?
Yeah, daddy walk. Yeah, man, I'm good. Respect.
Pick up on yourself. So how's your day? How's your day going? You good?
Yeah, man, my day I go and chill. I sing as Zana do, Zana do this, singer.
Okay. Well, you're on the stage, bro.
Shabarang singer, Zana do, Shabarang singer.
Mad. So do you want to give us a quick freestyle before you go?
Love,
one time
so many things I got to tell you, but somehow I just don't know just how. Cause there's a possibility when you look at me differently, love. Yeah, man, to all of the UK girls, them, on respect to platinum, as I do say that. Mad. Big up. Set speed, intermediate walk.
Yes, so people, right now, it's all about the one we call the Rifle Messiah, the 6 God, Ras Murdoch. Yo, 6 God, yo, people, are we ready? And when we say, are you ready, we mean, are you really ready? Listen, I don't care. You don't care. Wait, if you don't play this, I shot it back easily. I don't care. Yeah, we don't care. I want to some boy. The boss is from Jamaica, so we don't care. England, jump back, come on, jump back, get out of here, get back on the we don't buy stages ready, boy. What's your people? That's what you care. Set the stage for an artist now. England, just all right. Just last one. Get out of here. Get last one in a history. Why you want to go? After right one, I'm not the what we do again? Celebrity setting. Yes, fire. We're gonna leave it there. Yes, fireball. Yo, a long time we've waited to do one of these link-ups. Me and you, we've had about 2 or 3 shows so far. But yo, I feel like this is the one, you know, bro. This is the one that's going to send us a road. So we have Ras Murdoch, the First King, the Rifle Messiah, Black Warrior, 6 God. Yo, come in and introduce yourself, bro.
Universal, man. Yeah, man. Whole pass straight up on my shoulder. Ras Murdoch, Prince of Fire, Rifle Messiah, 6 Godfather. As them know me first, 6 in a dance. I don't know. You got the whole 6, new, gold 6, platinum, silver, gold 6. Big up the whole 6 or 1 6. I said big up plan 6. You see me? You know, there's a balance worldwide. The whole 6 them I do them thing. I know so Jamaica 876. So you know, so we are the 6 nations. See you, you see me?
So then, as we start off then, we have Stephen Moulton. You were born in March the 3rd, 1977, and you're from Linton Park, Brown St. Anne's. So anybody who hasn't been to Jamaica or wants to know what it's like, what was your life like growing up?
Greatest wealth is growing up, you know, because grew up in a center is a garden parish, and we grew up in the Garden of Eden, meaning because simple either my family or next door or anywhere. We could just walk and pick an orange, pick up an avocado, can pick a tangerine, we can cut a cane. It's so fruitful. You know what I mean? We grew up blessed. The morals and principles. So growing up was paradise, you know what I mean? To me, the best part of my life is growing up.
And for people that don't know, that's where the great Bob Marley, Burning Spear, Max Romeo, Ernie Smith, so many reggae legends. How did you manage to how did you feel coming from that place, being a singer at the time, with all that pressure, you know, because you're coming from a place where people know music, bro, they know good music, good music, big artists. So in your young career starting up, how did you manage to get into the music scene?
And I manage, you know, my mother is a gospel singer, so I sing music from church.
Yes, it says here.
I sing bass on altar. So my mother attend that, you know.
It says here at the age of 8, you began singing bass. So then, going to church and learning gospel, I've realised a lot of Jamaican artists that I've interviewed, they go to church, they learn gospel, then they become singers. Do you think that, I've said it before, you know, going to the church and going to do the gospel, do you think that's kind of like a free music training? In a sense, going to studio, isn't it?
The best place to learn to sing from, you know, because you are the best place to learn to sing from now. The first thing, you know, you have to convert with first. You have to make you know that there's Almighty God. And you have to sing praises to the Almighty God. Right? And it helps me to balance us in our younger age growing up. Me, like, you know, school at the first crime starts from school. First gang starts from school. First everything starts from school. So it maintains a balance. And so singing in church was wonderful, you know what I mean?
So then, basically, they saw that you sang in church and you sang in school, and that kind of built your career, didn't it? The people around you kind of helped to build your career, in a sense.
Of course, because they're the first one to let you know that you can sing and you're truly blessed with that talent. But honestly, I grew up simply, you know, so it was no pressure to say I want to be the next Barber, the next Marcus Garvey. It was nothing like that. It was like, it's natural. You know, I grew up in a natural place where Linton Park, if you curse bad words, like swearing words, they would say that you do something wrong. You know, if you steal, it's like it's a big thing. You know, so I grew up in the one local parish district. We have probably like 8 churches. So we're more to the righteous side, you know. We're more to the positive side growing up. So venturing into music, it really starts from school. It was school. When I was going to school, you know, like little peers them start clash on the corner and challenge you to clash. So that's where we start put our little lines together. You know, man, so comes me name Murdoch now because a man might with me today, but I'll be back tomorrow. You know, so when I used to watch MacGyver, I admire that character. You know, no care how MacGyver be like man in blow. In the ending, you'll be like, you got me today, but I'll be back tomorrow. So that's where the Murdoch derived from. However, when I came Kingston and start being known, Lucian tell me that name Murdoch, you can't carry murder, you have to name Life Doc. So I do the research and realize that Murdoch is the son of Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon. So I still do the biblical research and come up with MYRH, that frankincense and myrrh, derived from the spice. You know what I mean?
Marie,
so I suck up the story to Ras Murdoch. You see me I say?
Yeah, the people them coming in now. So obviously you was in church doing the gospel singing. That obviously taught you the vocals, you know, the high notes, the low notes, when to sing. And you had the what's the word? I can't think of the pride to be able to sing in your own mother's church. True? Wasn't it something to do with your...
The thing is that, you know, my mother is a gospel singer, real gospel singer, right? But she
Okay.
told me that, she said, I'm singing for Jesus Christ. You would have to grow up to sing for money. You know, I'm singing. And she used to do free concerts for all these churches. You know what I mean? Big up on Rolly Marie. You see me, I say, so I take that serious. Take that serious, you know. So I'm going to come out, I start doing it on a global level. You see me, but my mother not even know so they embrace the faith of Rastafari. So she not even did see me locks. So in Linton Park now they keep a past student reunion, and the only artist that booked on that show was Ras Murdoch. So you can imagine now I have to sing for the grandmas, the grandaunt, the uncles, the babies, everybody come out to see if the principle, when we grew up with the Christianity principle, if the Rastafari kind of confused me. So that night was a very interesting night. When we finished perform, everybody was pleased. You know what I mean? Because I balanced everything.
I have to stop you and ask you, because you know how this works. With the stage show and being around that group of people, how did you manage to connect to, like you said, the elders, the youngers, the sisters, the brothers, the aunties, uncles, nieces, cousins? How did you manage to connect? I think I know. And I reckon I'm going to play this tune just for like, what, 3 seconds? Then we're going to go into the a cappella, and I have a feeling that this song relates back to the career of Ras Murdoch. People, if I'm lying, I'm dying, and I'm still alive. So, yo.
Ras Murdoch on the ground. Yes, just going up fasting.
And I know that when you drop that, you got one big forward. Steel pan beat, drum pan beat, clap. Yo, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah, man, the morals and the principle never leave you. As me I say, you see, as a child growing up, you see, whatever, I leave Clinton from me at 14, you know. And no matter how I travel the world, and no matter where me go, I still a chat back the same pattern. I still maintain the principle. So you see, when a child growing up, you have to be careful what you teach him, because no matter where I go in the world, it never come out of me. You might hear me a DJ some gangster song, but my gangster song them always have a message. It's still a lean to the righteous path. So you know what I mean? If you do the right way and they will never depart. So it's a pleasure when I perform for them, man. It was easy because I have a whole heap of them righteous song there, them redemption song there, you know what I mean? And all the churches and the pastors them will come out at the event was pleased. You know what I mean? I'm still never rob the youngster them from them performance like the Blazer or them come to here. And you know, some little nice song complimenting the ladies, but I balance it in a way everyone was pleased. So that was amazing performance for me, performing in front of my home crowd, you know.
See, where I'm situated in my studio right now, yeah? I can see straight out the window and there's like 4, 5, 6 youths on the corner of them. So I feel like you should just give them some sort of freestyle to let them know that, you know, this is the way of life. Because it's like they just stood there, bro. They got nowhere to go, nothing to do. The parents let them out the house, and then what? They sit on a wall.
Yep.
Because it's insane, bro.
As me as a self-awareness, that's the first thing. And they ever think that anything in life is a mistake. You know what I mean? So I say, no one said it was gonna be easy. And it not have to be easy. No one said it was gonna be right. Push through it all you might. No one says you got to be perfect. Go up on your knees and ask forgiveness. And be careful what you are doing at your side. Yo, me just see that them want to hold we down. You mad? They can't hold we levels because we hotter than the sun. Up about my post-great-grandson. Works from the boat, say me king, you better like the chillum. Them afraid of the fire on me bun. So how you think everything we doing at this career, them try to hold me down. And this I go to all the veteran them. When you look out to the younger singer man them. Me set her from tour, bet them open up the stage them. Make people put them on a I. No one said it was gonna be easy. And it not be easy. No one says you gotta be right. Push through with all your might. And no one says you got to be perfect. Walk up on your knees and ask forgiveness. And be careful what you are doing at your side. Yeah, man.
Mad,
See me?
mad,
My
mad,
favorite
mad.
song that, you know. So
Yo,
basically,
one DJ that MC's favorite song. The whole world knows that's my favorite song. This one here, No One Says. I wake up in the morning. I woke up this morning walking around singing. No one says it's going to be easy, because, like I said to you before the link up, because we don't do interviews, we do link ups. We're linking up, true, right?
yes.
I said to you that your music gravitates and it sticks in people's mind. So that no one says it's going to be easy. It's like you can't sing. You can't just sing that line there. You have to sing the rest. Does that make sense? No
Of
one
course
said
it
it's
makes
going to be right. Yes, where is it, yo?
Song.
Unruly, Anne-Marie, bad artist, more that to the global world. Yo, look at all that fire and all that love.
Man,
Yo, people.
more power and strength to Unruly Anne-Marie, yeah? Bless the love, yeah?
Yeah, man. Yo, you know what we have to do.
Rush murder. Nations let us fall apart. As I rise in the mornings, I give thanks for life. When I sing, I reach the roots. I must alive. Still my thoughts takes me on journey. This how we will. Here I come again. We will, y'all people. We have to take it all the way back to the start, because this tune is bad. It's bad and bad, yo. Rush murder. Yo. We can't eat them up, but we love the song. We love the song. As I rise in the mornings, I give thanks for life. When I sit by little roots, I work, I must alive. Still my thoughts takes me on journey. The suffering nations really concerns me. People, don't give up. People, let me get the people. What's the problem with you? You can't hear. Yeah, I forget them. All right. My trust that we can't find. The spirit of truth. I'll let the Bible slide. The trouble kind of ash. No, we can't slide. That's what we are all about. Oh, yeah. No. I didn't know I beat yo. No one said it was gonna be right. Let the truth fight. No one says you got to be perfect. But you're not something. I just can't know you're doing like a fight. I don't know what I want to do. I am on. Just fill up the sky and the sun. From one of my friends, work find the one. Never can you let it come to you. All right. No one said it was gonna be easy.
Yes, Rush murder. Go.
Yeah, no. You know what I said out of the UK. You know, more time I sit down and listen to my catalog. And me I said, the Almighty I say, you know, we can't escape this, you know. You see the fight what we get, we have to get them fight, you know. We have to go through the stress. We have to go through the struggle. Because here, me you know, so when me all them all put me on tour out there, you know. When me great, I sing these songs for the people. I want to go sing them songs up on the stage for the people while me young and have the energy. But me you know it's still already. And when they all and upgrade them, I'll put it on world tour. But why you know I'm glad? I'm glad to me I do the work, you know. I'm glad to say it I go out there. I'm glad to me never, no care what me change the name, the meditation never drift yet. When I say 6 Godfather, so I'm getting twisted, you know. You understand me I say? I have to go in at the 6 realms. I mean for the 6, but you have a positive and a negative to everything. So I have to balance it. You see what I say?
This is a little bit like when they cover one eye and they're not sure what they're representing, and then they cover the other eye and they're still not sure what they're representing. The eye of Horus and Osiris, if I'm correct. Nadine says, I'm always hearing his songs, happy I'm finally getting to see the face behind it. See? Brother, I don't lie to you. I play this song down near enough every show. Every reggae show that I do, this song features. So then, a question for you now then. Before we go to 1997 when you started linking up. How does it make you feel when you're, because we're in a different world, man. We can't just go out and perform in a nightclub, and we can't just go on a stage. So things are changing right now.
Yeah, I know things are changing. See, the changes what are going on now, you know, it's going to benefit everyone, you know. Because the Almighty God have to slow it down, you know. Where I think the Almighty God have to press the button. The Almighty God have to press the button, you know why I have to press the button to slow it down? Because some of we don't know him. Some of we too greedy. Some of us now use gratitude and awareness. especially the ones them before, the ones them who is fortunate. Yeah? Them no want help the younger youth them. When them get the platform, them take it for themselves. If you listen to every artist, they say Europe love them. They say they mash up Europe. Any artist can mash up Europe. I go to Europe, go tour, and see some people around there who wanna be Jamaicans. They can't even speak our culture good, but them I mash up the place. So I find out them sell out them race to mash up the place. Why you think me take off my laugh? Because I'm ashamed. I don't want to look like them. I don't want to look like Rasta, I'm ashamed. Because in Jamaica, where is the foundation of Rastafari, I don't see a Rasta water company, a t-shirt company, not even a proper production studio for produce the Rasta youth them and upcoming ballad youth them. So I say a game, them take this for joke. So I say me study some more deeper in Africa and realize that, oh, he's a universal man. Rasta is a part of me. But out of everything when we study, you see Buddha, you have holy, but you have the most holy. A Buddha hold the highest order through earth. Because if mosquito bite them and they say feed them, you know, they want to believe in a killing, nothing. Who guard the Ark of the Covenant. Now Rasta not around there. A Buddha, a monk guard the Ark of the Covenant. So who is me? Me not know Rasta alone. I learn. I'm here. I learn. The eyes I've never seen enough, the ears I've never heard enough. So me have to hear people cry. So I'm a universal soldier. More the global authority. Me speak for all nations, all people.
So then we can get this. So we can get this wrapped up, yeah. This argument here. Have you said this to anybody who's wearing locks and they've told you you're wrong, or have you had any conversations with people and they've come to the same idea? Because you know you think left, I think right. We don't always think the same. We're not.
Yeah, for real. I have to speak to no one. I speak now. Probably the first me I said it. You know what I mean? So I think I'm probably saying this the first on this platform too. But I don't not feel nobody. What I speak come from within. So it's not for somebody to agree or disagree. Of course, people will agree and disagree. That's their point. But guess what? There's no word in no language, in no sound, which is not heard. So if I have the truth, I gotta say it. You don't have to necessarily agree with me, but it's how I'm seeing it, my awareness.
Of course. So then we go back to the career now. We start the career. 1997. 1997, people. Not 2007 or 2017. 1997. The man lived with a producer and made one.
It's when it's 1997.
Yo, family. This is what I was just about to build up to. People, the man could cut your ranks, take the U under his arm in Kingston when a man touched down, and yo, from there, it's legendary. Like what you did, you produced what? With Cutty Ranks, to even produce one song is a big thing, bro. But you produced two. And didn't you make a song with him as well?
Yeah, man, a two song Cutty Ranks produced to me and sent me a road. One name Hot Boy, and one name Girl I Say Murder. You know what I mean? I say, and at the first veteran artist, because Flogan and
yeah, I'm still not gonna leave.
Yeah. Yo. Yes.
Come to link up my cousin, Flogan. You hear me? Check.
Yes, man, we hear you clear.
Yeah, when I come to Kingston, I come to link my cousin, which is Flogan.
Mad. So you've always been around the industry then?
Jano, I saw it go, you know. You know, say me there a reason, and all of a sudden I know I call one come in. You mean I say, well, you know, I saw it go. What I say, when me left come to Kingston, I Flogan, I come to link. Flogan and my cousin. See? And Flogan introduced me to everybody. I say, yeah, man, I'm a little blood, help him out. But it's when we reach Exodus New Player that a father wrote me, Gary Exodus. That's when I dropped some demo tracks. And Cutty Ranks come down one evening. And upon hearing some demo tracks, one impressed him. And he said I must link him up at Freddie McGregor's studio the next day. That's
man. At the big ship. Big Chino, Layden, OC, Anybody there right now in the big ship, yo? We're due to bring Freddie on actually in a couple of weeks' time. We're just getting it sorted because the man's so busy, always so busy. So then, as a upcoming up, I don't know what that squeaky sound is, but I don't like it. Right. So as an artist in the 90s, yeah, what was it like? And let's go through the actual production of it, because now people know these days they can say, "Oh, Ras Murdoch, send me a song." You go on internet, send it, Bluetooth, whatever, easy. But back in them days, bro, we're not talking easy, are we? We're talking steel press plates. The record gets put on the plate, and if you make a mistake, that mistake is in that record. You can't just put it on a program. There was no program to put it on, true? So let people know what it was like. Turn your volume down slightly, bro, because I think it's echoing on your phone. Turn your volume down slightly. I can turn you up on the mixer.
Okay. Yeah, man. So them time, you know, is yeah for those. Be a soldier.
Of course, of course.
Opportunity. Yeah, waste opportunity. Can imagine you're there and wait and I hope for a recording for months, and then your day come today. Can't make no mistake.
That's what I'm saying to you, bro. So, for people now then, how do you feel about the change of music? You know, how we've gone from vinyls to the media decks that we've got now, the turntables. Some of the equipment's still the same, but a lot of it's changed, hasn't it? The game has changed.
Man. Especially the earning.
Of course. How do you feel as an artist about the change? Do you feel like it's a positive thing, or do you think it's more of a negative thing?
We have to welcome the evolution, you know, because when I say sixth Godfather, I mean, so we have to prepare the sixth, we have to prepare the fifth generation for the sixth generation. So what is to be must be. So we have to improvise and adjust. You see me, I say, but it kind of robbed from us still. Because back in the days, we used to make a lot of money off of dub plates and with records, selling vinyl records. But now download, anybody can download your song free and see it free. You see me?
But then, I suppose it works both ways, doesn't it? If you've got a YouTube channel that you upload your songs to, you can't expect people not to take them songs and put them in their box, because it's there, like I said. But in the 90s, I'd have had to, I don't even know. I was young myself. I'd have had to, I suppose, call you on the phone and try and speak to you at the studio over all the noise that's going on in the background, because people are voicing already, and try and get the record sent from Jamaica to England. So we can try and educate people so they understand where we're coming from to where we are now. Now we're on laptop and decks, and it's a different setting. So what was it like?
It was like a athlete training for a race, and the time come and you know, so you cannot make no mistake. Every mistake is a failure. So no fail in a way. In our mind, we don't know, say, once them say red light, a straight till it finish. So we rehearse that song over and over in our head, over and over in the community. We sit down and DJ up on the corner, the same song, the same line melody, over and over. So when that time comes, you know, so no mistake. To me, it did easy still. It did easy to me, you know, because I don't have another choice.
When people look at Ras Murdoch and they see him on the internet and they see him in Miami being all bossy on beaches and loving life, life hasn't always been great. It's had its ups and downs, hasn't it? At one point, you had a manager who was really, really pushing you, Anita Brewster Atkin, who really believed in it. And then you've worked with many other people, haven't you? So what was your time like with Anita?
And you know, so R.I.P. my guy, so rest in peace. Man. You know, so she passed on. Yeah, man, she was in the process of learning the business, and I was the. It's like a lab. I was her experiment, and it was very easy to work with me because me never late for a studio session, never late for an interview. I'm passionate about the music. I produce myself because you know everybody knows some of hers. It is Blazer and me produce that. So it always easy to work with an artist like Murdoch. That's not. I know where me want, I know where me want to go. And if the management listen to me, then I have no problem. I pay my dues in the music business too. You know, I'm respected by the media in Jamaica and the younger artists them and the older artists them. Because I remember say when me bust, you know, me still go produce back Flower Gun them, Pinchers them, Elephant Man, Johnny P, Tinga Stewart, Lady G. Me have record with Spice right now when me not put out yet.
Mad.
Say I wasn't not only an artist, I'm a producer, a writer.
So then, as we catch up to the time then, so rest in peace to Anita. And then after that, you've worked with King Jammies, you've worked with Bobby Digital, rest in peace, Kings of Kings, Mixing Magic, Finger Stewart. Wait.
Boy! It get hot now, it get hot. The King of Kings. When we say okay. He said, let there be light when darkness was upon the land. When we say again. Yes, unruly music, say fire! And bless Allah to rule the land. Imperial is majesty. The King of Kings. Watch me. When we say again. No matter how them try behind the truth, Rasta they can't be the King of Kings. Oh, good it feels one nation unite. People, do you want the acapella? We have the artist here. Do you want to hear the artist sing the tune? The one called Too Much Guns. People, since 2012, when we come into the industry, we tell you, say, yo, we don't want no gun around here. We don't want no violence. We don't want no knife. We don't want to hear about people stab up and shoot up and all that. We don't care about that. We care about love, peace, and unity that we deal with. So, Ras Murdoch, please, can we get the acapella for this track here? Because this title alone is what my show is about. Too Much Guns. How good it is for nations to unite and live upright in just sight. At first there was joyful and splendid, yeah. More love, no grudge, only blessings, yeah. Until jealousy and greed turns best friends into enemies. In this concrete jungle where Babylon build, him build them a toy by which them get killed. Too much guns around, too much gangs in town, too much innocent slain. Mother Earth, she feels the pain. Too much gangs around, too much guns in town, too much innocent slain. Mother Earth, she feels the pain, yeah. The boys of yesterday, grumpy, say, gonna be the men of today. Now a teenager around the place, them say, all of them men, if you do what them say, then touch the road and couple place get burned down. Homeless, couple people get bummed down. You can't do nothing because them say they dance on Red Palm Babylon, you know. Too much guns around, too much gangs in town. Yeah, man. Yo. And them song that one cut to, you know, them song in the right, you know. Them song that I just rhythm and me just sing from my heart, you know. You give me shivers, you know, bro. You do this all the time when you sing songs like this because, yo, bro, it's not a joke, man. I don't come on here to try and pretend to be something that I'm not or let people know that this is the
the direction is put the guns down, put the knives down, put your fists up. If you want to fight someone, use your fists. Simple. Job done. But I'd rather we just don't fight at all. I'd rather we talk it out.
The third verse, I sing the third verse. You know. Life is what you make it. Life, live real, don't fake it. Life is only one chance. Increase your knowledge, best you advance. Don't join in them devil dance, cause wicked man no stand a chance. Too much guns around, too much knives in town, too much innocent slain. Mother Earth feel pain, you know? Yeah, man, we have to know that, you see me? Yeah,
Bro,
so I can't fight for myself, you know? So I say people don't fight for me and defend me. Spread the word, search the music there. The music that said too much guns in town. And my first album, Prince of Fire. Go buy it, it's on every platform, share it on YouTube. Because we've been singing all these things we see happen. We've been singing about it long time. The virus, the earthquakes, we sing about them something a long time.
So as we go back to the life of Ras Murdoch, I was going to call you Ras Messiah then. Rifle Messiah and Rifle God and all of them things.
No matter, you know, because Rifle Messiah is still the Messiah. Because you have to rule, so, God's have to rule the wicked them with a rod of iron. So you know, this time when time my sister the demon them arise, I have to be the Rifle Messiah. See me?
Fire, but yo, people, you're going to discover something today. We have 2 tracks with the artist, with a man called Gregory Isaacs. Yo, I need to know, the whole world needs to know how that link up happened.
You know, it was natural because Mr. Youth grew up on Reddy's Road. And Gregory Isaac's son, Kevin Isaac, a friend. I remember, you know, a dead name, Garagos, may his soul rest in peace. So Gregory's 2 days ago, we just walk in, go link the general. And like if we have any money or cut or dust, he make we sing for one like ready for see if we're ready. And he was like, hey, you're not ready yet, come back. So Gregory was more like a father to me. So now, Bingy Production now, that's Anita brother has a studio on the hill. So he wants to get Gregory on a track. And we make the link and Gregory collect him money and him sing about 4 tracks and him say, Murdoch, I go down one end. Murdoch, go on a track. You know, but the way I'm singing it, you know, Gregory sing is one cut. Gregory no, Gregory don't think, Gregory no rehearse, Gregory run the rhythm run at one cut. So it was the most difficult combination for me to do after Gregory come out the studio. Because he was singing about a personal girl. So me have to use my cranium as a little youth. I'm a first collab. So I have to go deep within. You know, and that's what happened. It's a miracle, you know?
Yes, fire.
Mr. Everybody's going one step away. Just one step away. And you feel just alive. Praise your one lady. So good man, she wants a man to around. Such is life is reality. And that can't say. One step away, one step away. One step away from your lap. Just one step away. One step away from your lap. One step away, one step away. You want to burn that song? I'm beating up at first, but we don't let her right inside your one reverse. The baby fella, she was the nurse. Well up her in the carrots and birds. No, you wonder if she shows her vibe. She only took me when it is vintage time. She want to go back home, she want to look at me vibe. Let's give me signs that I can see my turn. I don't want her away. Yes, I love you, me, I'm the earth. One step away from your left. One step away, one step away. One step away from your left. Let's step away, one step away. This is true.
Yes, people, the fans, them just calling and say, yo, daddy, the show is up. Ras Murdoch is a wicked and bad artist. The people them call me and say, yo, how we get with Gregory God again?
Mr. Everybody's going one step away.
Hey,
just one step away.
How you feel? Tell me how you feel.
First show, but not lady.
Rock and skank time.
Such is life is the kind of thing.
One more time.
First show, but not lady.
Hey, 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 hey.
Such is life is the kind of thing. That's what I said. One step away.
Letting Ross Murdoch alongside Gregory. Get your heard that.
One step away. One step away. You want to go that song? I made it happen first, but we don't get her in the side, so I'm the reverse. They didn't tell her she was the night nurse. Well, of course, but we don't get her.
Can we sing again?
They didn't tell her she was the night nurse. Well, of course, they make her in verse. No, the one that she shows her mind. She don't let you feel when it is vintage time. She want to go back up, she want to know what we mind. Let's go to me signs, I can't squeeze my turn. I don't sponsor, I will. Yes, I love you, but me, I'm the earth. One step away, one step away.
The artist had so many songs, and Daddy UK had every one of them. What happened to take it back? You are accredited with more than 30 singles at this time. This was when you were on Green Sleeves and working with Bobby Digital, King Jammies, King of Kings, Mixing Magic, Finger Stewart, Jemka, all of the people. So then, this hit song Blazer, because you made a song called Blazer, didn't you? But before we do that, yeah, when I was growing up as a kid, I remember Robson and Jerome, they sang a song called Unchained Melody. And they were sat on a roof, and I was about 7 or 8, if I'm correct. The way that you have sang this song, bro, whoa! It gone to the sky, past the clouds, past the moon. Yo, bro, the way you have sang this song is different. People, Credo on ya.
This is for my love is like kicking the golden days.
For all the big people, you have to make sure the elders happy, the youths them happy, the sisters, the brothers, the aunties, the nieces and cousins, everybody happy, stay happy. Yo, that's just one of them. You know when you don't have many good childhood memories, but that's just one. That reminds me of a good memory, that song there. But I love the way you sing it, because it's just a different style to the way that they sang it. So people, right now, we have the artist Ross Murdoch, and he is a good friend of mine, a very good friend of mine. We've been friends for years. We clicked from the first time we linked up. So now we make this track called Blazer, and you go from being Ross Murdoch that people know to Ross Murdoch that everybody knows. The track Blazer comes out, and yo, it's like people open their ears, their eyes, like, yo, who are you there? Yo, so we have to get the freestyle for Blazer. But before we do that though, you know the way the show goes. Let's step into the feet of Ross Murdoch, and we're gonna go to studio right now to make Blazer. So let the people know what it was like, you know, when you walk into the studio, what thoughts are in your head, when you get to the studio and you see the booth and you're thinking, oh Lord God, or you think, yes, I got the thing, and but we're a bit frightened. See, how was it so people understand the emotions of how you felt the first time you went to studio to make that track Blazer? Because it's batching over.
It wasn't easy. I was around Capleton, you know. I'm David House, yeah. Me and Munga and Capleton. David House is more than me and Munga and Capleton, but at that time it was just me and Capleton, and Munga was on the front line, yeah. So because me I talk about KFC and lobster, some of my bubble them I talk about who? You can't see one of KFC and lobster. And oh, the king will go burn you out. The king will go burn you out. Me I say, go sit down over there. So I want to you think of the king I sing and me I sing. You want to go sit down. I know king never burn me out nothing. It's creativity and I'm never scared. If I'm going to do something and you're going to fight against it, that's the one I'm going to do. The one that everybody like, I'm not going to do that. Because it's going to be tame. Even the engineer, Adrian, he have on him locks at that time. He have on the locks now. He must say, nah, record, no song was a KC. And him turn him back and me say, the only thing me I pay you for record, me, you know, boy. The only thing me want you to do, just make sure say it's a record good, that's all. So me directly record the song myself and record myself. And it's when Adrian mix the song, he must say, but he must say, rap it. Yo, me like it, you know. Yo. You know? So me don't get nothing easy, you know? Me don't get nothing easy. You know what I mean? So that's where the struggle. The same song, you know, where Bobo them are born out, you know. And the same song feed them, you know. When they become number one at 40 grand for a murder dub plate and the whole of them, I never tell them no yet. So when me and Sizzla do the first US show, me used to Sizzla tell the whole Judgment Yard say, you know, if you use no creativity, your murder just come off a tour. And anyway, the man chop blazer in the US, the whole place tear down. You know what that come back out here? 3-piece blazer. Not only the blazer jacket, you know, but the vest inside. You know what I mean? So me revolutionize the dressing of Rastafari because I bring my own thing to Rastafari. Because when we forward to Rastafari, the youth them wear some long khaki, sleeve button thing and some militant thing. But me, you know, me flavor, I have a lot of perfume. Me have all of them. You see me Yankees, Versace. Me have me like nice things. You know, we are kings from Africa. We like nice things. We like to represent, you know. Not saying that the militant way is not the way of Rastafari, just of course. But we want to be nice and noble too. We are noble. We are the first kings. We are the first people to dress in a certain way. We are the first people with civilization. So I was bringing certain things to the table where if me did listen to them, Blazer want to come out. And then them start wear Blazer now. Check from me say Blazer. You see Jamaican them a performing a Blazer. Taurus Riley them. Every Rasta will come after me start performing a Blazer and dress nicely. And represent themselves on the international platform that we are there. You understand?
I think the issue is, or not the issue, the way that people look at things, yeah, they say that Rastafari is the one, the only way to follow. There's no other anything else. But I look at it, that Rastafari did what he did. He brought unity. He made it so me and you can speak to each other. Skin color. Look at the war that we are in at the moment. We've got a war going on called racism. And we're walking around and wearing face masks, but really we should say, wear a mask saying, I'm not a racist. Because that is the big problem that we've got going on at the moment. Because it's like, they don't want black and white to unite again. In the 70s in England, when the Jamaicans came from Jamaica and they came to England, it was by about 75, 76, it took about 6 years for black and white to unite. That's why they got music called ska. Yeah? You know the ska music? If you look over in England, there was a lot of white boys like myself singing reggae music. Hence where you get UB40. Now, you've got groups that cover different songs, and if you've ever seen the logo, it's a man. I told you this before, remember, the logo's like square, and it's a black and white man. Either a black and white man or white and black, it doesn't matter. But it's a man stood like that, and it's a pose, where it's basically saying black and white should unite. Now, me and you, we've known about this since the 70s, the 80s. I weren't even born until late 90s, really. Early 90s, that's when I was born. But I've done my research, and I know that we can unite, bro. There is a way that we can actually fly the flag. I mean, look, bro, people think that they hear me do that patois voice. It's not a joke, bro. I'm Irish, and I love Jamaica because Jamaica saved me, you know, bro. If it wasn't for Jamaica, I wouldn't be... I don't know. It's hard to explain. You know about my life, and it's never been a good try. So growing up with a racist father that I had, when I managed to escape, bro, I was drawn to reggae music. Just drawn to it. So right now, we have to get back to the one called, yo, people, we built it up, and built it up, and built it up, and built it up, and built it up. One called Blazer.
Yes. Every Saturday we go there and that. But from the day they wire them say, Rasta.
When we say again.
So we say, Rasta keep this.
Yes, fire.
Yes. Every Saturday we go there and that. But from the day they wire them say,
why?
We know we back in.
Check out my jacket. Get it so blazing.
One more time.
We say, Rasta Kid,
Yo,
they holy.
where we say again?
Every Saturday, one day on that. But from the daddy,
What that me do?
Rasta.
Yes, me pass. Your mother?
Tonight, me. Check out my jacket, it's a blazer. Baby, let me put your telephone number in my razor.
Hey.
Now you know I'm not a player. I'm for real. I'm gonna call you. Don't be sick, cause I'm a rascal. Still bring your chicks so can see I'm your lobster.
Boy,
But you know the first service is coming. Can't see me, the bubble man calling.
what we say again? Yes, boy. Big day, you said the artist, yo, in bad. Yo, people, me not really usually do this, but my cousin, him have a question to ask the artist. We're gonna bring in my cousin now, and I'm gonna reason with the artist just for a couple of minutes, and then we're gonna come back with the one called Trending. You ready?
Baby, let me put your telephone number in my razor. Real Rasta, you know I'm not a player. I'm for real. I'm gonna call you. Don't be sick, cause I'm a Rasta. Still bring your chicks so can't see I'm your lobster. But you know the food service is coming. Can't see me, the bubble man calling. So I just think about the cotton she wants for me. The woman, that is so we love them, go down with that woman. Tell us so we bless them, go down with this woman. Tell us so we set them, so I just think about the cotton she wants for me. Cut diamond, bring contract, cut diamond, give me a sack, cut diamond, shall not be stuck for diamond. Maybe you come up with the good and not a diamond. You not sure. Should have fishy money, red on the top of diamond. Make it through, sis, to spice, Mrs. Celeste, is the cheap and spice. So you're Rasta, she want to love. Tell us to be hot, let's put on the woman. Tell us to be hot, let's put on the woman. Tell us to be blessed, let's put on. So I just think we're going to go to show us funny. Tell us to be hot, let's put on the woman. Tell us to be blessed, let's put on the woman. Tell us to be hot, let's put on. So I just think we're going to go to show us funny. It's not that in Mr. and Mr. But you go funny, man. Something my yes, we tell me, say she get in la bishop. And I say she never show for the mat for me. I just thought I'd get a now go listen to my teacher. She said, see, right now I'm at this calling on the telephone. So which you tell my son, she's sitting on the explosion. She told me to tell my sister, oh, not after life. Well, it will take me life. Me, I live a life when we are the woman. This is what we said. Let's go down with the woman. This is what we said. Let's go with the woman. This is what we said. Let's go. So I just think nothing to my money. This is what we love. Let's go down with the woman. This is what we said. Let's go with the woman. This is what we said. Let's go. So I just think the condition was for me. Tonight, me. Check out my jacket, it's a blazer. Baby, let me put your telephone number in my razor. Real Rasta, you know I'm not a player. I'm from the dead. I'm gonna call you. Don't be sick, cause I'm a Rasta. Still bring your chicks so can't see I'm your lobster. But you know the first service is coming. Can't see the bubble man calling. Rasta, sit down. Tell us what we said. Them go down with this woman. Tell us what we said. Them go down with this woman. Tell us what we love them. So I just think we're going to cut insurance for me. The woman. Tell us what we love them. Go down with that woman. Tell us what we bless them. Go down with this woman. Tell us what we said. Them so I just think we're going to cut insurance for me. My cut diamond, bring contract, cut diamond, give me a sack, cut diamond, shall not be stuck for diamond. See you come out of the good and not a diamond. You not sure to kiss a diamond. Then she get cloudy back, she top of diamond. Should have reached by red on the top of diamond. Make it bruises to spice, Mrs. Celeste. So you're Rasta, she want to love. I said, we'll get right now. What's my resolution? Good for you, white
people.
Right now.
You man walk up nice. A big sound.
Alongside George, lead out. I'm feeling far like a cold.
Yes, people. We're there, yo. It's a real family link here. Because he just come on and do the thing because, yo, the people them come to me door to say, yo, Ras Murdoch. Yo, the tune it, man. Them knock on my door, drive out in a car and say, yo, family, play the tune, man. Play the tune.
Yeah, man, walk up alive. I'm in summer that alongside George Lewis. Lead up.
I'm really the big people, them. That you give me back. Just in case you didn't realize I am back. Yes, fireball. Boy. Yes, that's Murdoch.
Yeah,
Yo, we
are
are talking. You know,
man, I know for it, I put in.
of course, fire. Yo, so we were up to the point where you've released 30 songs, and you're at a point where you're getting into the industry and kicking into the industry. I say kick because you made a song called Samsung, Warrior and Afraid, on the double kick rhythm. True?
Yep, I produced it.
So can we get the little acapella preview of that so people can go out, find the song, buy it, download it, whatever, because we're back.
Yeah, well, I said, Warrior no afraid of nobody. This Rasta then is a tragedy. Why come and pose it? This one fight. Must you want it ignite? Then after we're not afraid of nobody. Rasta no take no apology. Why come and pose it? This one fight. Must you want it ignite? Please that almost and this is that them. So did bad already. Them a feel bad again now that tell me say them tough. Well them a feel tough again now that tell me say them right. Them don't try it again. And who are right for them tell them start right at them. Yep. I don't tell them true they know. This that a warrior. Then Samsung now I will say Rasta drink roots. That's why I'm strong like Samsung. Baby let me put your deliver number in the Samsung. It's another place. Am I mama one song? Yeah, what I'm that. Rasta drink roots. That's why I'm strong like Samsung. Baby, let me put your telephone number in my Samsung. She said my place and my mama one song. So I'm in captive and she don't need the ransom. What? Yeah, man. That was like a part 2 of Blazer, you know? Yeah, man.
Yo, these link ups, I love them, I do, bro, you know. I like the fact that we have an audience that follows us. I like the fact we have a little bit of interaction. But the best thing for me is when you actually get an artist like yourself. You know, when there's a vibe, bro. If we were in the same place, the vibe would be even more. But you're in Jamaica, I'm in England, but the vibe is still there, bro. I feel like I should get dressed up and go out on a dance, but there's nowhere to go. So,
yeah, man.
This is
soon time again, bro. It's soon time again. Babylon will try to limit us, you know, because they don't really want to have the wealth. So they will limit us and say, if we make $10 for that and $5 for that. Because them, you know, them scared. We have the money because we have the power now. What was hidden now is revealed to us. So them know we have the money and the wealth to facilitate our dreams and our goals. But Babylon, you know, so whatever plan them come with, it have to work with people. And we're not against your plan. I'm not against nothing because the future is the future. We have to prepare ourselves to evolve, you know, as I'm an evolutionist. You know what I mean? So 5G I come, car go fly mid-air. Who are going to drive the car? And we see them way. But no matter what them create, and no matter them go, it have to be human friendly. So we don't want the scientists them go run race and try to force something before the time because we don't want it to be dangerous to humans. And mankind don't know where to turn. So if a man hole in a parliament or in a government and soon dead, if I know you to do it, maybe your grandpitney will go do it or the person after you. So nobody force nothing far away. Because we're ready for everything with science, but it have to be human friendly. You know what I say?
So then, the question that I ask you now then is how have you managed to adapt, and not just adapt and manage to cope through the quarantine? Because some people, they've not found this easy. There's people sat on their own right now, they could be listening to this show. This show could save their life, what you're about to say, or it's true, bro. We do not know who is listening, who's watching, who's going to watch the show afterwards, who's going to give you comments. Yes, Jay Harlow, big artist.
Yeah, as me I say, you know, no matter what Babylon create, the people have to support them. The people that make them rich, no matter what them create and sell, and we have to buy. But more want the leaders of the world know, say you once was a baby, and your mother did have to feed you and change your diaper. Now you can't feed yourself and change your diaper. Maintain the humbleness. Because notice who run the world is older people. People who are wear pampers. So we really have to pray to the Almighty God for going on them brain. Make them know that there's a future here.
We have 15 seconds left. What we're going to do is come off and come back. So everybody just come straight back to DJ Daddy UK. Go on.